Since April 2022, California residents have been able to check out day passes for free access to more than 200 state parks like this one using only their library cards. This innovative program was designed to boost mental health and well-being by making the great outdoors accessible to everyone, regardless of income. But how successful has this initiative been, and what surprising challenges could threaten its future? Stay tuned. The program has been a massive hit. Last year, the LA County Public Library System issued over 10,000 passes, and Orange County was not far behind. And since 2022, the San Francisco's 28 public libraries have issued over 2,500 passes. Now, I paid over $20 to park here at Crystal Cove State Park for the day. Alleviating that kind of financial burden on a low-income family is a real game changer and makes nature accessible to everybody. But the real story lies in just who is using these passes. 63% of users identified as Black, Indigenous, or people of color, and nearly 70% had household incomes of $60,000 or less. Even more compelling, 90% said that they would visit more state parks after using the pass, which to me says that it is reaching and affecting its target demographic. So what could possibly go wrong? Well, that answer lies in the state's budget. Governor Gavin Newsome's proposed fiscal year 24-25 budget, which would go into effect July 1st, does not include funding for the program. California is in a $73 billion deficit, and this is one of the choices he made. That choice, of course, puts the program at risk, and at a cost of just $3 million, a lot of people are wondering if it's worth that risk. In the LA Times, writer John McKinney highlights a startling issue. Fewer than 5% of Californians, despite being avid hikers and outdoors people, can name at least 5 state parks. This lack of awareness means fewer people understand the importance of these parks, making it easier for the state to cut funding without public outcry. Many Californians don't even realize that iconic sites like the giant sequoias of Calaveras Big Trees State Park or the desert oases of Anza Borrego Desert State Park are state park sites. Now, advocacy groups like the California State Parks Foundation are not standing idly by. They're actively urging legislators to reinstate 50% of the program's funding. If the program doesn't get renewed, passes currently in circulation will still be valid through the end of the year. So that will allow state residents to enjoy some of the state's natural beauty, but only temporarily. Now, I'm all for eliminating government waste. I think we can all agree that California has way too much of that, but I don't see this program as that at all. It's such a small price tag at $3 million to give access to tens of thousands of Californians to their public lands. Most of them pay taxes and pay into the system anyway. Might as well give them the access and service those underserved populations. Now, the question of whether the funding for this program will be reinstated is not yet a finished one. There's still time to act. You could reach out to the California State Parks Foundation, team up with them, help them put pressure on legislators to reinstate financing, or you can reach out to your own elected officials, even if you disagree with me on the issue. I think this is a really good opportunity to exercise your democratic rights, to make your voice heard, and that's what I'm going to be doing. I encourage you to do the same. I'll keep you apprised as best I can, and hey, let's do this again sometime.